And protesters in Myanmar's second largest city, Mandalay, held a motorbike rally to show support to the country's shadow government of ousted lawmakers. The protests, which follow in fact similar protests across the South Dewai region on Saturday, called for release of detained national leaders who have formed a national unity government which also included various ethnic tribes in the country. Myanmar's shadow government earlier welcomed the call by Southeast Asian leaders for an end to military violence after the crisis talks in Jakarta with military chief. Meanwhile, Myanmar's pro-democracy activists had largely criticized agreement between country's junta chief and ASEAN leaders to end nation's violent post-coup crisis and vowed to continue the protest campaign. The ASEAN agreement mentions consensus on ending violence, a constructive dialogue among all parties, a special ASEAN envoy to facilitate the dialogue, acceptance of aid, and a visit by envoy to Myanmar. India also welcomed consensus at ASEAN meet. India's Ministry of External Affairs in its statement said, "We welcome ASEAN initiative on Myanmar agreed. Our diplomatic engagement with Myanmar will be aimed at strengthening these efforts." The UN estimates that apart from hundreds killed over last 2 months and over 250,000 people have been displaced over last 2 months, with scores of people crossing over to India to escape the violence there. WION now available in your country. Download the app and get all the news on the move.